Yeah, happy because in the house.
Hey, what's up gamers, SK here, long time no see. Well, not really, I put out 3 videos last week, but still. So today we're going to talk about this game I came across named Warlords Awakening. Now first off, Warlords Awakening is a game published and developed by Play With Interactive, who heralds it as a massive multiplayer online RPG. Now first of all, I feel it's important to say this game is on early access on Steam, and it's a pretty good looking early access game. I should also mention that this game was once launched by, I think it was Webzen, under the title Elite Lords of the Alliance, as a free-to-play MMORPG, and that was apparently extremely pay-to-win as it launched with them. So I'm putting that out there because if you're the type of person that lets the games pass to decide what it is right now in the present, just go ahead and click off right now, because this video is not going to be any use to you. So like most other MMOs, this game has 5 different classes you can choose from, and 4 different races you can actually choose from as well. But apparently the only race that can be the assassin is the Naru, who, by the way, cannot be any other class, which is kind of weird to me, but we're going to go ahead and see what that's about. So for the classes, they have the Blood Knight, the Mage, the Hunter, the Psychic, and of course the Assassin. The Blood Knight is pretty much your standard tank and damage dealing sword fighter. Mage, of course, is going to be your mage. The Hunter is going to be your basic archer / gunner. And the Psychic is actually going to be more of your cleric style class. And when I say cleric, you think, oh, this is just going to be a healing class. No, this class seems to apparently be like the light side and the dark side of a cleric, to where they use sorcery to curse their enemies and possess their souls, but then they use, the Holy Spirit to heal and buff their allies. It's a really weird class to me, but... So the character customization isn't as vast as, say, Black Desert or any other MMO that has come out recently, but it isn't really too small, to be honest. You have a decent number of customizations. You have about like 2 pages of each choice. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. Most of the choices make you look like a girl either way. So aside from that, the game model is buy to play, where you would go ahead and buy the game and you'd be able to play for an indefinite period of time. And they do have a cash shop, but the cash shop doesn't seem to have that much in it at the moment. Right now they have the costume section and the pet section up, but they don't actually have anything in there. In the utility section, though, they do have these instant resurrection flasks, and in the scroll section, they have, like your convenience items, where there are the Scroll of Awakening that gives EXP for, 1 hour, 3 hours, or 1 day. They have the stats change for your weapons. I'm guessing like your weapons and your armor, which is going to be a RNG factor in the game, of course. And then they have the your jewel extraction stuff, your skill change scrolls, and your appearance change and name change items, which don't seem pay to win to me, but you go ahead and be the judge of that. Of course, everyone's going to have their own definition of pay to win, and some people do define pay to win as being the simplest of things. So go ahead and make your own decision on what you think is pay to win, and if you think this game is pay to win. Once again, if you don't like the fact that this seems pay to win, go ahead and click off here. Going on from here, you do have a little cutscene once you actually create your character. I'm not sure if this happens with every character, but you get a little opening cutscene. We're going to go ahead and skip that, though. Not to spoil anything for you guys, because there are some of you folks out there like, for the lore! One thing I did think was going to be hard in this game was getting a pet, because it seems like pets are going to be a pretty big thing when it comes to the game, especially when it comes to upgrading them and them giving you extra stats. I thought getting a pet was going to be a lot harder, but they give you free pets pretty much every time you log in, as well as pets kind of drop from mobs as a reward. Like, basic pets pretty much drop, and you just fuse them into your old pets to get bigger pets. You get some really comedic pets. Like, you get this nice little wolf here, or you get this giant blue dolphin, which this is one of the ones I wanted. I'm pretty sure I'm never going to get it, but I've seen it floating around with other people. You get a teddy bear, or you got what I got. I think I got, like, the giant cat. Or you get freaking Sun Wukong on a cloud. Like, that's awesome to me. I like that type of pet. Oh my god, enough gushing and back to the review. So coming into the game, you realize the game is a top-down game like Diablo. The controllers are set really weird, because you quickly realize that you actually have more than one set of quick bars, and that leads to you having stances for your different skills. You have 3 weapons, 3 stances, and you equip all 3 weapons at the same time, but you switch through them as you fight to alleviate your cooldowns and switch into different skills to combo up and make different combos, and build up the combo meter and stay in your Warlord mode as long as you can while you destroy things. Now, it is worth mentioning, instead of using the first 3 set of setups, which I think is F1, F2, and F3, to switch through your skills, you can also use the tilde, which is the squiggly line next to your number 1 key. Yes, I learned what that key is called, and I want to use it in a sentence, so I'm going to use it. Screw off. So your general attack is going to be your A or your left click while you're standing still, and that's going to be your standard attack just to, hit things with pretty much your auto attack, but without being an actual auto attack, because you actually have to click on something to get it to launch. But that's only if you're using the left click. Your skills go from 1 through 4, and then you use S and D for the heavier hitting skills or your alternate skills. Like I said, you use the tilde to switch down between your skill bars to alleviate your cooldowns, because some of these cooldowns are pretty hefty. As far as I'm seeing now, the game is pretty grindy. I'm only level 11 at the moment, but as far as I can see, the game is pretty grindy. The dungeons are pretty straightforward. You run through, you kill everything in the dungeon, you get to the boss, you kill the boss, and then you move on. From what I know, the dungeons right now are soloable, but that is as long as you're correctly geared and you're in the lower levels. And for your arachnophobes out there, yes, there are spiders. In the earlier levels, at least. So far, I do like the game. The leveling has gone by pretty smoothly, and I'm not really having to see the use for the Awakening scrolls that you get in the beginning. I'm not really sure if you're actually going to have to use those at any point later. Once again, I say this game is very, very grindy, so be prepared to sit down and grind if you actually want to go ahead and level in this game. I have not gotten a chance to do PvP yet because I do not want to get swatted like instantly. So I'm going to go ahead and wait till I get to max level, which I'm guessing is 40, before I start PvPing. I did want to go ahead and get this video out before I hit cap, and I wanted to go ahead and take a break from grinding a little bit so I can, actually work on a video. So yeah, this is it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you guys think of Warlords Awakening if you're already playing it. But yeah, the game's level 99 on Steam. Go ahead and try it out. I hope to see you in game. Peace.